Hi everyone, Kent here. I'm by the Grow On pond and just doing some jobs because this week's going to be a quiet one. I'm having a little break, so I'm coming down doing some checks as you do. I've cleaned the filter out. It's a pressure pump. It's a pressure filter, so I've pumped it, drained it out, took about 50 gallons out, and I thought, because the water's still a little bit cloudy in my Grow On, I thought I would get the lid off and everything, get the koi out, have a good check, and make sure they're okay. And they're all looking absolutely bob on. I've got to say, really happy with that. Because they're in a Grow On, they do get quite feisty. I've got one koi in here, and if you go back last spring, I think, I actually bought this koi, and it's something I wouldn't normally, because I'm a little bit of a turn into a bit of a purist. I collect Japanese orchids, as some of you know. So I've also got into, I love Japanese culture, even though I've never been. I'd love to go one day. I just love the culture, and I've got into the names and stuff like that. So I've started basically going from buying koi from someone local at their pond to very quickly, in a matter of a couple of months, buying Japanese koi. And then I've now gone on to, I think I would only go a couple of select suppliers of Japanese koi, and buy a koi farm, some English koi. So that's where I am. So this one in particular, because I thought it might make a bit of a, you know, a bit of a story in my pond life. It's a butterfly koi. Now, if you search butterfly koi on groups and forums, some hate them. It's like, well, it's sometimes not worth mentioning. But anyway, I spotted this koi, and it was only about £12, £12.99, and I thought, right, I'll put it in my pond and grow it on, see what happens, as a matter of interest for the videos. So I've got that one in this bowl. And I'll tell you what, I actually love this koi now. It's actually, it was going a little bit boring. It had a red dot on its head, which has gone. It's got a couple of red cheeks that are coming. And its fins are just looking magnificent, I think. And the actual barbels, it's got barbels and also big whiskers. And what it has also done, which is really impressing me, and not stay, I don't think, but for now, when you're watching that interest, the top of the fish, so above the line, it's got a blue tint. Beautiful. So anyway, nonetheless, let me get it round and I'll show you, and then I'll put it in the pond, and then I'll finish up with my final measurements of the 4 koi that are in my Grow On. Okay, so flip it round. There's the butterfly koi. And hopefully, as you can see, it's got like this bluish tint. I suppose when you step away a bit more, you can see it a bit more. Can you see it's like fins and it's like barbels, long. That's why I hate getting them out. See, look at that. It's like a short barb and a long one. And what I'm hoping that this fish grows to something like maybe 50 cm. Because if it does, it will look, you know, if it stays that colour, like a white, that's why I picked it, because it was like with white. It stays like that. Woohoo! That jump. Who says fish don't jump? They bloody do, and that's just proved it. Fish jump. That was a fantastic jump. Could be an Olympic athlete with that one. So yeah, it started to clear up the indoor grow now, so I can start seeing them a bit more, which is great. Because I've been, when you can't see them, you do worry a bit. My indoor thermometer has packed up. The pelargoniums are looking magnificent. My pond eater, I've now turned it down to, it's at 21, so it's only eating to 21, because I was noticing it was stopping on a lot more. So I don't want to wear it out, and I'm also bringing these down in temperature, because there was at 26 growing on. And obviously to keep 26 degrees in this greenhouse, when it's about set to 10 degrees, it's a lot to keep up. So I'm going to keep doing that, seeing the temperature. It's hardly been on at 21, look. It's obviously reached that temperature at the moment and it's off. So hopefully it will remain that way, and then it will kick in and off, and then when it starts sort of like struggling to keep 20, I will drop to 20, gives you a bit of respite, then probably 19, 18, 17, and I'll see how far I can push it over the winter. And I'm hoping that that will reverse itself and I can go back up, and then there'll be a point where I will shove these into the pond for the summer. So that's that. These cuts of monkey, can't remember what they're called now, forgot, but they're just shoved them in there, pulled them off the plant that was outside, so they're growing well. I've just shoved the bits of roots and stuff in there, so they're growing. And apart from that, the water's low because I've took out 50 gallons, and that's about it. And what I've done now, I don't know whether you've seen it, but I've got my 25 gallon drum there. I've set up this hose so I can just take the top off, shove it under there. I don't have to turn my pump off. I leave the pump on, I turn this tap off, lift it out like so, drop it in there, pump the top of the pressure filter cleaning handle, and then open that slightly to get the water flowing, because the muck tends not, obviously it won't, if it's not flowing very fast, it don't really pull through the pressure filter very well. And then once it's running through, I open the tap fully into this so it pours out and fills that to 25 gallon. And then once it starts running clear, it does smell a bit when it goes in there. I was dumping it under there and I noticed I'm getting a bad smell in the greenhouse. Well, it would, wouldn't it? If I'm dumping all that mucky water into the soil there, it's going to be like mud under that gravel. So I've stopped doing that now a month or so ago, and I put it in that drum, an old drum I've got, and I just tip it outside against the fence. And then I've took 2 off that today because I like to run the water until it's running clear through the pressure filter, and it's normally 2 of them. That drops the water down. There's my overflow port. Oh, and then it trickles in down here through a filter. And I will leave that now, and that will over a day or so. I don't pour water in, cold water, and fill it back up. I just let the top off do it, and after a couple of days it will be back up. Because if I pump cold water in, it's obviously going to drop my temperature. I don't want to do that, so I just leave it now. Drop it, let it top up naturally, because I've got an, you know, it automatically fills up there, and then it starts overflowing here. Job's a good one. It's absolutely tickling it down. The pond outside, nothing's really changed with that. It's still covered. Fish are doing okay. I've not touched it. I've not really cleaned the filters for a good week. I was going to do it today, but it's absolutely tickling it down, so I'm not. It'll be okay for a few days, and I'll probably do it. It's now Monday, the 6th of December. I'll probably do it at the weekend or Friday, something like that. You can see it's quite dull. But yeah, so finishing off on the size of the fish, I can't remember what there was last time I measured. Anyway, nevertheless, I've just jotted them down on a bit of paper. So the Kohaku, the Grow and Show Kohaku, is 31 centimetres. That's grown some, that has, because I think that was 24 when I got it. So when I picked that up from Buy Koi Farm, 24, I think they're one of the smaller ones. So that's doing well. The Karashigoi, 36 centimetres. That's done great. The Tancho, the Goshiki, since I put it in here, that has just shot since putting it. It's really filled out, 36. And the Butterfly Koi, which was quite small, I think that might have been 20 centimetres or even 18. It might have been 18. I think that's put on 10. So I think on average they've all put on about, I think about 10 centimetres, you know. But anyway, look through the videos. I've got notes on my phone of them. So that's them. But the idea about that was just to make sure they're all okay, no scuffs, marks, ulcers, that sort of stuff. I'm just going to have a quick check of the pond pH now, things like that. And yeah, the water's starting to clear up now. I put clay in. It did have loads of green algae on the walls, as many of you know, and then I put salt in. The salt killed the algae, but then it made my water green, like a browny greeny colour. Then I put clay in to try and grab it a bit, and it's just taking time to get it clear. There's no UV on this though, guys, but that won't make any difference at this time of year anyway. But it is getting clearer. I'm happy with that. I can see them. I do want it clearer so I can check them, look at them close up from above without actually having to get them out and check them. Okay, so on that note, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great week. Enjoy your koi. Join the Friendly Koi Keepers on Facebook. Over 14,000 members on there now, or what I want to call them, members, people subscribe to the group, and it is a friendly group. I've got Friendly Reef Keepers. If you've got a reef tank, that's over 1,000 on there now. Love of Orchids and Gardens, it's another one. If you like orchids and gardens, that sort of stuff, there's a community there as well. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please hit that bell, and please like this video if you like it, and if you don't like it, thumb it down. It's all feedback. Well, not really feedback, I'm not really that bothered about that sort of stuff, but I think it's YouTube algorithms and all that sort of crap. It's if there's interaction either way, it helps. All that tancho's getting up there, that worried me. So thanks for watching. Please drop some comments. How are your koi going? Do you grow them on? How much do you grow them on? Oh, that tancho. The jumper. How much growth do you get in a season? How much growth do you get a month? I think I'm averaging about, I was averaging about 2 centimetres a month. I think it might have been a little bit more at one point. And I think I've got the combination with what's needed there now, so when I up it again, I know I can dial it in again. The fish are absolutely crapping me now. I've got to go. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.